Thank you for joining me. I am Christian Evans and I want you to have a successful day. Today I will be showing you how to cut a jackfruit. Now, with this jackfruit that I purchased from the store, I wasn't too happy with it towards the end of the video. I want you to watch the whole video, and I have some things to add to it after you get through watching the video. I've had it for about 2 weeks now, as far as the actual video footage, and I've been sitting on it debating if I want to actually post it. But since I actually went through with it and the recording, I figured that I want to post it up and just stick to the end of the video, and I'll give you my thoughts on it. All right, today we are going to be cutting this jackfruit. I have my gloves on because from what I've seen on the YouTube videos is that this stuff gets really sticky. So I have a jackfruit, I have coconut oil, and I have a serrated knife. So I'm just following instructions, what they tell me to do on YouTube. So what you do is you get your coconut oil and you're supposed to actually put it on the knife because it will prevent it from sticking on the jackfruit. So I've been eyeing this jackfruit for about a year. At the store where I got it from was from Hy-Vee. It was like $40, but found it on sale for $30. So still expensive. So this is my first time ever cutting it, ever trying it. So here we go. I was told to cut it this way, but on the videos, everybody's cutting it this way. So I'm going to cut it this way because on the inside, it has a white core to it. So we're just going to go ahead and see what it does. So since I'm left-handed, turn this around, and we are just going to cut. This stuff is tough in the middle. I feel like a murderer right now. I'll turn this puppy on the side. It smells pretty good. And split this puppy open in a second. All these seeds are coming out of here. Do it this way. I probably butchered this thing, but we're going to open it up. And this is what it looks like. Now, what I've seen people do, well, this seed is pretty hard, so I'm not paying no mind to that, is they cut this core part out. And you just slice underneath. This is pretty tough. It reminds me of the core of a pineapple, but maybe a little bit tougher. Oop. All right, pitch that. And you got to cut this core out to get to the actual fruit. Might need a sharper knife. But we're here right now. We're in too deep. So, got that part. Now this is the tricky part right here. This is the actual fruit. Comes off, and we're going to give this a try. It's my first time actually having a fresh jackfruit. This has, if you open it up, has a seed in there. It's pretty hard, so I'm gonna do away with that. And I'm gonna try it. Reminds me of a cross between a mango and a banana. That's what it tastes like, but it's pretty sweet. Not too bad, but it's a lot of work. So now I'm just going to just pop this fruit out of here. And I can probably just deal with those seeds later. But I've seen recipes where people have used it in barbecue. I'm gonna have to Google some recipes on that. But is it worth the money? Yeah. I mean, you got to be the judge of that. I mean, it's just the mystique of a $40 piece of fruit. That's what got me. I'm like, anything that expensive, I'm like, well, I got to try it. So I've been eyeing it for, like I said, a year. It was $40, but ended up dropping down to about $30. And like I said, this is my first time having it or cutting one up. I may not be doing it 100% right, but I'm doing it. And this actually has a lot. So you just take it, and like I said, the inside has little seeds in them. Like so. And I just set those to the side. Yes, this is going to be a big mess, and I will clean it up later. I don't like the way that one looks. All right, we can go ahead and cut it. Just cut it. That's all I'm gonna do is towards the end of it. Just go ahead and turn it off right now. Thank you for watching the entire video. If you made it to this point, I really appreciate your time. I know it's kind of long, but I wanted some explaining to be done right here. I wasn't happy about the jackfruit after I cut it open. After I cut the camera off, as you see, I got to cutting it, and then I just wasn't happy about it. I was just unsure. Now, I am a cook, and the number one rule in cooking is, when in doubt, throw it out. Yes, I did bite into the fruit, and it tasted okay. Some things we honestly do for the camera, just to, appease how it looks. And I was excited about cutting it open and finally getting this fruit that I've been eyeing for about a year. And just flashing back through the YouTube videos that I watched and how they looked, my outside wasn't as green as everybody else's was. And just with that being said, rotten fruit is universal no matter where you get it at. And it just reminded me of a pineapple that was going bad. Now, I want to put this out there, is that the store that I bought it from, they actually gave me my money back. And the management there, I believe his name is Michael, at Hy-Vee. He was more than understanding. Wasn't a big hoopla, wasn't even a hoopla, to say the least. You know, everything went by smooth, and I was just really looking forward to it. And I put this video out not to bash the store that I got it from. No, that's not the point. But just to keep an eye out if you are trying to buy this fruit, is that do your research and go through people's YouTube videos, and maybe they can show you a lot better than what I did on how to pick out a fresh one. This one, obviously by, you know, the looks of it, you can tell that it was brown, and the bottom part, it was kind of slimy. Now, I will say this, is that I am ignorant. I'm ignorant to what a good fresh one looks like and a bad one looks like. You know, once I got to talking to some people about a jackfruit and them being more familiar with it than I was, they let me know that I could have kept all the fruit, but I just was not happy with it. I ended up throwing it in the garbage, you know, after I got through cutting the camera off. I just was not happy with it. I just didn't trust it. I just didn't want to send this fruit off to, you know, my friends and family and say, hey, you know, I finally got one, and, you know, here's some fruit for you to try. If I would have let that leave my house, I would have had such a guilty conscience, especially if somebody would have got sick. I'm my own guinea pig. I do experiments with food on myself. If I get sick by eating my own food, I get sick by eating my own food. I don't want to send that out to anybody else. And I just couldn't have that on my conscience. You know, now looking back at it, I'm like, okay, maybe I could have salvaged some of it because of going by what people, you know, have told me. But my instincts told me to throw it out, and I did just that. So I don't regret buying it. I'm not mad at the store. It's just where I'm at in Peoria, Illinois. Sometimes, well, majority of the times, we may not get the freshest of fruit. You know, that kind of fruit at that expense needs to be imported like immediately. You know, I can tell that, you know, the colors are turning, and they had turned, obviously, you know, looking back at the video. You know, hindsight is 20/20. You know, when you're excited about something, as I was really excited about it. And, you know, that just kind of bypassed my normal instincts of how to pick out fruit and different things like that. So I just wanted to make this video because I actually shot it. I don't like wasting footage. I figured that this can be an educational video at the end of the day. So I hope you got some insight on it, and, you know, just let me know what you think. Leave a comment below. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please subscribe to my blog, christiansweightsuccess.net. And honestly, that's about it. So I thank you for taking time out to watch this video, and please have a successful day.